Hello, good day, good afternoon, wherever you are. We are back here at the ranch after some much needed time off with the crazy lives that we all live. Um, my wife and I, Elizabeth and I, had a fantastic time in Sedona, Eastern Sierras, and Joshua Tree Park. We will be going back to all of those places. They were spectacular, and we met some fantastic, wonderful people. All the people that came to the meetup, thank you all so much. Christy, Manny, and Marty, and everybody, and Russell. I met Russell right after that. Those guys didn't get to meet Russell the following day. I met. It was amazing. There's a lot of energy. There's a lot of energy in both places that we were at. In particular, Sedona. As you all know, it's a magical place. This, of course, the trash truck's going to show up because I pushed play, and that's pretty much how this whole operation works, as you guys know. So many things have happened just in this past week, and I'd like to give a refresher on what I thought was the important things and that we should all really kind of keep an eye on. Many of you may or may not have seen what the EAU did and the Saudis have done, and recently Apple did. And I think it totals over $3 trillion of investment going forward into pretty much crypto, but also AI to some degree. But really, in my opinion, it's more the crypto that everybody's really excited about. Let's remember the number one stock in the world, and I hope that isn't too loud. The number one stock in the world last year was a crypto company. That's right. MetaWorld was the number one performing stock in the world. MSTR, right up there on top of the entire thing. I think MSTR was top 5. You're looking at MSTR's bonds are number 1 and number 3 in the world. What I'm trying to say with this is we're now moving, this is this man's opinion, we're moving from a Bitcoin-based system. That's okay, that's what that is. We got it. We understand how that works, and it's really important that we all go forward with that. I get it. But the underlying alternate coins is now being shown the door, is now being let in the room. You and I have these coins. We know that they're the future of processing. They're the future of how do we make that process work more smoothly and swimmingly. We know that Bitcoin doesn't do that, and that's why we've invested in such things as XRP, XDC, Hashbar, XLM to some degree. I mean, so many of these coins that are on the sideline, Cardano, obviously, Solana, a lot of these coins are now jockeying for position, as we all know, and that's not news. What is news is this. When that case was dropped last week for XRP with the SEC, it enabled all those, whatever it was, I've heard 1,700, I've heard 1,900, all of these NDAs to come forward. And when you hear Brad Garlinghouse say that he's heard more in the last 6 weeks from banks than he has in the last 6 months, the ball's rolling, and it's rolling at a rapid pace that, and I know they're having this DC thing today and some other stuff, but it's really just, that's for the mainstream. That's not for the deep crypto people, in my opinion. It's not telling you the guidelines of what we're going to do. But when you have $3 trillion of overseas foreign investment coming to you as a nation, as one of the leading nations, and saying, we trust the way you're going to handle the future technology of crypto. We trust you, we like it, we now feel confident in you and your new system. Government aside, politics aside, I don't care. We believe that you created something great with this financial institutionalized stocks that you've created over the last 100 years. We see your vision of the future of the next 100 years being through this crypto and AI thing. And we want to place our stake in the ground as being a partner and going through this entire process over the next years to come and decades to come with you. That all tells me that we are all obviously in the right place long before the system and long before all the rules and all the doors and the handshakes have happened behind closed doors. We are in the middle of this, and you will know soon when who the winners are. The tweets that the president's putting out is telling you pretty much everything you need to know about who those players are when he talked about XRP and Cardano and Solana. Those are the people he wants to listen to, because he knows those people already have people in place. They have instruments in place. They have a proven blockchain that has not failed. They also have hundreds of employees that work for them, or in Cardano's case, people that work for them for free. They're so passionate about the future of this technology. All of that to say this one thing. Those countries that are investing money not just in the structure of the United States, forward-thinking, technological use case of crypto with a movement of money, what they also understand is one of the greatest markets as far as spendability cash, having the ability to have its citizens invest, which you and I know they're not there yet. All of a sudden, I got Grand Central here. I just had me and the birds out here. Now I got dogs, and you know how this goes. The guy's trying to do a video around here, people. You know what I'm saying? This is critical information I'm delivering here. So we ended up, we haven't even had the U.S. citizens, that market, that network effect, that S-curve come into the market yet. Who has more spendable money? Who invests? Who's more of a speculator than the Americans? Who's going to put the money in? Who's going to go in debt to get into the money, to the future of this product? U.S. citizens. Your friends and neighbors at the barbecue, the ones you couldn't convince a year or two ago, are now going to see the writing on the wall. They're going to be in late, as we all know, but they're coming. There's no way around this. I don't want to make this video too long. Some of my videos get too long, and I understand that. One of my big points that I really want to focus on, and it's one of the reasons why I'm going to the proper party this coming weekend. I hope to see you all there in Venice Beach, or Venice Island, sorry. Venice Beach be on the Cali side. Venice Island, we are doing his proper party. I'm so excited for Rob, and he's had some little setbacks over the last couple days, and he was telling me about it, and tricky stuff we all have going on right now. That's going to be a great meetup, because I'm meeting a lot of people who are pitching investment ideas in the background, and they're great concepts and ability to generate not just generational wealth, because you already have the product for that. What I'm trying to say is residual monthly income, so that we don't have to lose our coins, because I don't want any of my followers or listeners to ever lose one single XRP coin. If anybody tells you that you need to put your coins at risk, then just hang the phone up, quit the stream, and get out of the chat, because I'm not doing that, and we can make plenty of return without it. This is a whole new game in investing, and these returns, these numbers that are being thrown around out there with the security and safety of it all, is pretty amazing. And you and I, that's really my focus now. What I'm trying to do is get fixed income returns for all the people that follow my channel and all the great people of the XRP family. We deserve it. We've had to hold on to an asset that has not paid you an interest, has not given you a dividend, and those days are behind us. That's all coming now with all this future, I'm going to call it the future Wall Street, not the past Wall Street, the analog Wall Street. It's the future of money and the transaction with new digital currency that is going to generate trillions of dollars going forward. And you're going to get a piece of that in one way or another because you own the product. You own what it is. You own the Coke of Coca-Cola, right? You are the product. You own it, and you have it in a different ownership level than's ever been seen on the face of this planet before. Shareholders don't get to own Apple. They own a piece of paper that says they're Apple. You actually own the XRP that is the instrument, is the tool, can be used, can generate DeFi going forward. And this is not what this video is about, but I want you to understand the world right now is starving for yield. And the big reason is because our inflation has crushed us. It's hit us so hard that everybody's looking to beyond. They're trying to earn money beyond the ridiculous numbers that they've given us, 2%. Please, it's 15% inflation rate, and everybody's looking for yield to beyond that. Well, you can't find that in Wall Street. Wall Street doesn't have that, other than the 2 or 3 stocks that are all related to crypto. And let me just talk about the Ripple for a minute. That's going to be your other stock. That IPO is going to absolutely crush it when it comes out, because your Cardano's not going to have one, your Solana's not going to have one, your Ethereum's not going to have one, Bitcoin's never going to have one. Nobody in the top 10 is going to have an IPO other than Ripple. Just think about that, what I just said. Ripple's going to be the only corporation who has an IPO going forward of the top 10 coins. That's going to be huge. People are going to want a piece of that. Not only because of the RLUSD, they are going to want it, not just because it has stablecoin and it has use case and a network. It wants it because you and I, the social media, we're a force. We're the third coin, Freudian. We will be second in the XRP family. We will be the number 2 coin. And who knows about number 1? I'm not thinking that far down the road. That would be astronomical if that were to occur. I'm in favor of it. I own a bunch of Bitcoin, and I'd love that to happen. Either way, I don't really care. We're in the top 3, and that's all you need to be in. And we're not going to leave that spot. I don't consider Tether a coin, so I don't even put them on the board. All right. So in that sense, my last. Man, I'm out of practice with this whole thing. I should brush up. What I really want to get into now is the visibility. What's happening right now is the veil is being pulled down from TradFi. And it's being revealed that you and I have the ability, if we own these coins, we don't need to be Mr. CEO of massive corporation to find out the inside skinny of the next cool trick thing that's coming out. No, you and I have social media. We have this platform before us, and we share our concepts and knowledge that we have. What's the next move? Where's it going next? Where is the technology boom? Who is going to ride the S curve up to prosperity and generational wealth? Well, you and I are that now. And now there's a government regime, whether or not you like them or not, and it's not a political show, they are our ally in this sense. And in that sense, that use case for you and I is everything you and I need for financial prosperity going forward. It's transparency, it's global transparency. I think there's a lot of people that are really tired of this whole cloak and dagger dealings going on in the back room, in the government and the agencies and the countries, and this country doesn't like this country because of these countries. I think all of this forward-thinking cabinet that's being created right now is looking for exposure, and they're looking for transparency, and they're looking for returns for all people. not just the suits, not just the top. Transparency will bring all that. There's my Goldie girl. Come on up here, Goldie. There's Goldie. We couldn't bring the dogs on the trip this time, so my brother had to stay and watch the fort. So they're happier here with all the birds and chasing everything anyway. So we didn't bring them on the road, so I missed my dogs. Guys, that's kind of it. I hope that you guys can either make it to Las Vegas and where I can shake your hand and look you in the eye and ask you about your dog's name. That was Goldie. And or I can meet you all. I had a great meetup with some people in Sedona. It was unbelievable. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for being a part of our family. I mean the XRP family and the crypto family in general. It's a pleasure and an honor, and I get to meet, looks like hundreds of people this coming weekend, and I can't wait, and it's fantastic, and I hope to shake everybody's hands and meet everybody and find out what everybody's dog's name are. I'm babbling on, and I love you very much, and I am out. So yeah, let me get this straight now. So, campsite's called First Come, First Serve. Got it. All right. I'm no linguist, but I'm pretty sure that means if you show up, the site's yours. You know, anybody that's watched my channel knows that, yeah, I'm not I don't know mastery of the English language here. But I get there, and it's reserved. Now, in my pea-sized brain, I'm not the sharpest tool. How do you reserve a first come, first serve? Have you come? Are you there? How did you reserve it if you're not there? If it's first come? What's the gig? Am I lost here? How ignorant am I? That makes no difference. Does everybody get a blue ribbon? Is that what that is? Is that part of the new? I don't know. I just a dinosaur out here trying to figure this all out. Yeah. Love y'all.